Africa coming in, and then close third is actually Africa. So we've got 54 countries sitting in Africa, right? Whilst MiCA may be awesome in the EU and regulations coming up in North America, we actually need something fit for purpose in Africa. And that's what we at Yellow Card are actually trying to build, that rails a network within Africa, because it's a very different use case. The utility of cryptocurrency, virtual assets is very, very different in Africa. How do you see that playing out day to day, Andrew, in your world?
Yeah, and I think that's a very important point. You know, this is a very global industry. It's not just the US, even if it maybe started there 10 years ago or so. And I would echo a lot of what Cedric just said, particularly around the problems of regulation by enforcement compared to what I was talking about earlier, a comprehensive, clear regime that you can build on. And I, again, would echo a lot of Angela's points around that. I mean, to your point specifically on Africa and its adoption of crypto, I mean, I mean, this is fairly obvious, and it goes to what Aina was saying earlier. The important thing is for each government or authority to decide what policy objectives it has for the crypto sector in its own country. You know, it could be, for example, improving remittance flows, which is something, you know, as I said, that Ripple helps with, or it could be to drive financial inclusion or to enhance and grow the domestic financial sector, ultimately leading to economic growth. I mean, of course, you can have multiple objectives too. Once that's decided, then you decide how to regulate it and what the robust or comprehensive regulatory regime should look like to allow this to happen. So, I mean, for us in Ripple, given the nature of our business, cross-border payments, of course, the interesting aspect of crypto usage in Africa is the payments use case. We have a product called On Demand Liquidity, ODL. I don't know if any of the audience saw my colleague Brooks speaking yesterday. You know, we're excited about the opportunities this presents for the continent. We've got a partnership with MFS Africa, which we're using to expand our presence in the region, to scale our business alongside local partners as digital payments and crypto adoption grows. And I mean, as you all know better than I do, digital payments innovation in Africa has been evolving like at a really rapid rate, which is why obviously we're interested in doing more business in the region. But this is for a number of reasons, right? This is fast population growth. This is digital payments usage already. This is mobile payments. And actually in crypto adoption by consumers, Africa's world leading. You know, instead of using crypto for speculation purposes, as is often used elsewhere, many people in Africa are turning to crypto to make peer-to-peer payments and as a way to preserve wealth. So this is quite an interesting set of use cases, all of which is doing what, as I said in my introduction, Ripple wants to do, which is helping to move value cross borders and cross currencies where necessary. So Africa's a great opportunity, and it has an opportunity to be a great trailblazer and to leapfrog the West, as it did earlier with mobile payments.
Yeah, definitely agree with you. I think the recent stats show, I think it's about 400 million adults in Africa. And I think 45% of them are actually unbanked, which means that opportunity just to bring products of value